Hey, this is David, 822. I'm on call 130-3724. I'm in Elk Grove. There is a stop work order in Elk Grove. They're very picky. So here we've got a 40-inch tall train, 80% efficient, two-stage, 100,000 BTU with a gap here. And we've got a 3-ton AC. Load calculation asks for 3.7, but our CFMs are 900 on the return and 1,400 on the supply. We want to change where the location is of the condenser. So the line set runs along here, diverts over this doorway, and then it runs out to the side through this little wooden box. So the condenser is there. And what we want to do is we want to move the condenser to the side of the house, which would be out there. So that would be about 30 feet of line set running from this doorway through this column out to the end. And the same thing with the electrical. The electrical is right above this section upstairs in the laundry room. All right, so we're looking at about 4,800 in moving cost, 1,700 for line set, and the balance in the electrical. So with our August promo, we can include that cost with the full price of this system. That's something we're talking about. And what we'd like to do is increase the airflow. So we have a 16 by 20 by 1 inch filter. This is a 40-inch tall furnace, 17-inch wide, and it's 100,000 BTU. So what we could do is we could put a 4-inch bottom box under here, make this a 24 by 20 by 1 inch, increasing some airflow on the return. And then up here on the supply, what we have is 8 by 14 on the side and an 8 by 18 in the front for a total of 1,400. So what we could do is increase the 3-ton coil to a 3.5-ton evaporator coil, or make this a 4-ton evaporator coil and get a 3.5-ton condenser outside. We could make this 8 by 20 return larger, but it comes out of the backside there, and that backside return, so you can see what we have is that's the flue, that's the return. It comes down and curves and makes a turn to the right going behind all of this, coming out in the front, 8 by 20 coming down, 16 by 20 inch filter, 40-inch tall, no bottom box train, 17 inches wide, 100,000 BTU, 2-stage, 29 inches deep. Coming up here, and we have a transition, which is 16 inches tall. And then it comes to this uncased coil, which is 17 inches tall. And it is 20 inches wide and 23 inches deep. So that's our flue exhaust there. Hot water tank exhaust here, coming out and merging in the back, going up. All right, and this is the bypass humidifier, possibly replacing it with a fan powered. This is on the supply, right next to that coil. The damper is closed, they never open it. All right, and there's all of that. And the water supply to the humidifier is right above it, angle stop, copper on copper. And just to look at the sheet again, train, 80% or 100,000 BTU, 2-stage. There's all the measurements. CFM on the return, CFM on the supply. And I haven't gone up and gotten the electric panel yet.